growth therapy. Whatever, I'll deal with
That
it.
was cute. Okay. Save it. All right.
I'm like sweating. Just taking that selfie was a lot. Oh my gosh.
We need a
Take deep
studio.
breath. I know.
Oh, wait. We are recording, right? Is
Yeah.
my mic good now?
Yeah, your mic is good.
Okay, cool.
I think you were just like whispering.
Oh, shit.
But it's good. It's
Cami has a really bad habit of like talking right here. And then later she's like, why can't no one hear me? It's
because she's not
right
on the
here.
mic.
Okay, I'm trying, guys. I'm gonna
Maybe
be more.
can you change her level? You could change her levels a little higher, or her
I do
gain.
sometimes, yeah. Her gain,
Also,
yeah.
have
I turn
you
the gain
always
up.
had that tattoo?
Yeah, I think you just made.
How come I've never noticed it?
never noticed
Maybe
it.
because I
thought
think
the
I'm always
same-
wearing a long sleeve.
I thought the same thing when I saw it over
When
there.
I saw it, I was like, that must be new.
Wait,
No,
I have
I've
a
had
question.
this
That
still same
camera,
too.
can we like tilt it down a little bit more?
Go ahead, customize it to your liking. I've given up. I've given up. We'll make it cute later, but do it how.
All right, let's do this.
One day we'll have a studio.
I know. Get that intro
and
in.
things will be so much easier. We're gonna manifest that 2024 or sooner.
Still
Or
manifesting
sooner,
that
yeah.
We're still-
2023,
I was
so-
gonna say 2023 is still
Actually,
here.
yeah. Anyways, let's just get into it.
Let's
do
do
it.
it.
I'm so excited to see you guys. I just want to take a moment to say hi. I was like, wait.
We're always excited to see you.
I know. Even though, like, low-key, I feel like I'm always hanging out with you because we FaceTime all the time.
Oh, I
We
know.
text
Oh, we
every
do.
day.
Yeah.
Like, I edit our, the show. It's just like, anyways.
I think it's funny because like we really do talk every day.
We
Like,
talk every single day.
We're always
Communicating. I
Doing
know there's little
something.
flies.
one keeps getting really close to my eye.
I know. I saw that.
Now I
No.
think I tilted it too far down.
Do you want to fix it?
God damn it, Nicole.
Well, we could talk. Well, maybe not yet.
Do you want to do your intro?
No, because I want to wait till.
Oh, because you can just use that for the intro.
Okay.
And you're alone, so it's a good time.
That's true. Hi, guys. It's me, Stefanie Maegan, your host of Roco Therapy. Guess the fuck what?
We're back.
We have the twins, Camila and Nicole. Just kidding. Cami and Niki.
Cami and Niki.
Cami and Niki.
I go by either.
I go by
Okay.
either. Honestly, I tell people like whichever they feel comfortable with.
Yeah.
But
Sometimes I want to call you Nicole just because I hear her call you Nicole all the time, which is weird because usually you would think she would call you Niki because it's shorter.
so we always use our full names when we're upset with each other.
Okay, is that
We're like
why?
Camilla,
Yeah.
Nicole.
Oh, okay,
So-
okay.
I feel like we get in the habit of using Camilla and Nicole more often than not.
Okay.
I was gonna say, that's how I know people are upset with me is when they use my full name. So like I
Aw.
prefer Cami. 'cause,
Wait,
like
It's
are you
soft.
close enough to your mic?
I think so. Hello, hello,
Which one?
hello.
No, because look how low it was.
Wait, where am I?
You're the second. Do you see how low it was?
Okay, do I need to move it up?
Yes.
Okay.
I swear,
Anyways.
Kimi's always like, I wonder why no one can hear me.
Okay, fuck off.
I know yours is always quieter. It's
Okay, there. I think I'm at a good spot.
But
Okay.
it's good that you get to see the sound waves, so you know that like
Yes.
you're
Yeah.
speaking.
Yes.
up.
No,
Okay.
I want to sound good. I'm sorry, everybody, that I'm always really far away from my mic.
It's okay.
But anyways, so yeah.
See, look how much better it looks.
how's life?
I mean, life is okay. We're in Rose's garage. I did an episode with Jess, and I like talked to all about it. So I don't I'm feeling kind of.
Is that one coming out first?
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense.
What'd you and Jess talk about?
Why we got evicted.
Oh, shit happens. Shit
Eviction,
happens. Yeah.
Shit happens. But I mean, honestly, my life is so boring compared to you guys. Like you literally had a month of like traveling the world.
It was 2 months. It
2
felt
months, like
And it wasn't even the world. It was the fucking U.S.
And Mexico.
and Mexico.
Oh, wait, we did go to Mexico.
North
Okay, but
America.
we
North
went to-
America.
We went to in the span of 2 months, we went to San Francisco, Hawaii, New York City, Mexico, and Las Vegas.
See, I get
And
exhausted.
San Diego.
I get exhausted from like Oakland to LA. Like the 5-hour drive, I'm like, I have to like now use that day when I travel to do nothing afterwards. Cause like my energy is like runs so low.
Really? I be making dick appointments as soon as I land.
I know you do, bitch.
It was
And
so
literally,
funny.
I texted my fuck buddy and I was like, I landed, I think, from Mexico at 1 p.m.
Wait,
and 8
we
p.m.
haven't even introduced him. Niki does have a fuck buddy that she met at the gym.
Yeah, he's a
Oh.
personal trainer. We'll call him B.
B.
Yeah,
Okay.
his name starts with a B, so we'll call him
Aw,
B.
Okay.
He's a Virgo.
Ugh, love
You know, it's
Virgos.
funny because like I'm not usually, and it's funny because the girl that I'm seeing, she's also a Virgo. And in the past, I was always like, I don't want to have sex with a Virgo.
Really?
I want nothing to do with a Virgo.
You know, Nina's a Virgo.
I love Nina.
Okay. Nina's one of my best friends.
There's a Virgo
who,
in
like,
Denver.
who
I'm
I have a
waiting to
huge
crush
fuck.
on.
I really want you to have a threesome with her and her partner. Like
I
her-
would 1,000%. Nina,
Yeah.
if you're listening, girl, hit me up.
She's
me up.
down. It's more so like her boyfriend isn't down yet. I think it's gonna take a few.
Has he seen a picture of me?
I don't think so.
Okay,
I don't
show him
know.
a picture.
I know.
Let's see if he changed. Okay.
I think he's nervous because he might get too excited.
Oh,
come on.
But I'm like, you're the perfect person to do.
if he
like,
comes quick, it's fine. We'll give him the refractory time.
that's what I said. I was like, if he comes quick, like then her and Nina could just keep fucking.
and he can just watch. Yeah, I don't see the problem.
I went and had
Right?
sex with one of my fuck buddies the other day, and he came really fast because apparently the last time that he had sex was the last time he and I fucked. And
Which was a long time ago.
which was like 2 months ago. So we fucked, and then he didn't even make a sound. I had no idea he came. And
I
then
don't
was
like that. I need
we
to
were
know.
like switching positions, and I realized he came, and he was like, yeah.
What?
I really like
So
it.
then we
I really
ended
like
up-
it when a guy I love it when a guy announces right before he
Same.
comes, because otherwise I'm like, I don't know.
It's just
Right,
it's such a
exactly.
weird thing because okay, here
wait,
well,
hold
like-
on. Y'all use condoms, right?
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
Let me finish the story and then I'll tell you I'll tell you what I was just thinking about. So anyway, so he came and then so then we just made out for a little bit and just hung out, and I had a red thong on and I wasn't wearing a shirt. So he got his camera, like he has a cute little camera cuz he likes photography, and he took a lot of naked pictures of me that looked really cute. So
I love like an artistic like photo op.
It
like
was
naked
such-
photo op.
It was such
Very,
an
like,
artistic moment.
Titanic.
Yeah, he loved it. He was like, I was just laying down. He was like, wait, hold that pose. I want to take a picture of it. And then that's how we got started. And then I helped him pack for a trip, and that was it. But yeah. No, but what I was going to say is it's so funny because with my two partners, Jonathan and Cody, which I can say his name now.
Yay! I love when they give you like permission to say
Yeah.
names.
So my
Yeah, except
boyfriend,
Calvin, who
Yeah.
gave me permission and then was like, never mind, you say it too much. But we broke up anyways.
Yeah, and
Continue.
then that one episode where you talked about Calvin, I got all the Calvins except I guess one I missed. I was like,
oh my God, that was so fucking funny.
I was like, that was the whole point. I was like, no point of doing that whole edit.
It's fine, don't worry about
So with my partner, with my boyfriend Cody, like I can tell when he's coming. He kind of like announces it to me, right? Like
Right.
we, because he can't come inside me unless we're doing anal. So he'll come on my tits or my ass or
Wait,
whatever.
he doesn't
Anyways.
come inside you when you do anal?
it. No,
he does.
Okay.
And then Jonathan is very expressive when he comes, so I can definitely tell when that's
Oh,
happening.
Like jerk his leg and
we-
shit.
Yeah, we use. Well, I don't know about jerking his
Okay,
leg.
I've
but
had
like,
a guy do that.
he's
before. I always
vocal.
knew
He's
'cause he was-
vocal.
okay.
and he and I use condoms, so like he's very vocal, so I know it's coming. And then with this fuck buddy, like nothing, not a peep, and I'm just like, what the fuck? He and I have been having sex for 2 years. Sorry,
That was a weird ass sneeze. It was like a sneeze and a cough.
no, I really liked it though.
Um,
But as I was saying, he and I have been having sex for 2 years, and I just now realized that like I can't really tell when he's coming unless I tell him to come on me rather than inside me.
Oh, okay. So wait.
We only have sex like 4 times a year, so.
Okay.
I mean, I get it. Everyone's preference is different, but if you're a dude, just let a girl know, okay? Let a girl know you're about to come.
Yeah, but I
Sometimes
guess, do you guys tell them you're about to come?
I always
No,
ask,
but you can tell when I
Yeah,
come.
me too. I'm like, Brian like knows me.
It's
like,
funny
he knows
'cause
I'm about to come.
with Cody, since I call him daddy in bed, I
Daddy.
ask him for permission to come. And then
How? That just ruins it for me. If I have to ask for permission, don't get me wrong. I've been in kink situations where like my dom gives me permission, but for me, I'm like, look, I'm focused and I'm thinking about one thing that's gonna get me there. And if I have to sit there and stop and be like, can I come? And then that takes me out of the thought process of what's gonna get me there.
ADHD,
then I'm gone. And
wait,
it's
hold on,
not
but
coming
aren't
back.
you just coming from the act like you have to think about something in order to come?
What do you mean?
Like you're not just coming from the motion in the ocean. You have to mentally think of something
but
to
then
come.
but to have to ask sometimes takes away from like the mental.
No, but
or
even
the
focused.
the motion. But most of the time for me, it can be a combination of both, like focus and the motion that gets me to my orgasm. And if something interrupts either of them, and because even sometimes focusing on the motion is what gets me there. So if I have to stop and ask for permission, that takes me out of the motion too. So yeah, I look, my ex-doms, both of them would make me, ask for permission before coming, and I had to. It was tough because I feel like I'd lose it almost immediately when I had to. I preferred it when they would like tell me when I did and did not have permission to come. Because if they were like, you don't, then I would like just try to hold it, or sometimes I still would anyways and pretend I didn't because it's.
I was edging the other day and it felt great.
Really?
Yes.
Well, I liked when Brian tells me to come, like,
Nice.
and I'm not asking.
Love that.
Ooh, okay, I do like it when a guy like will not. I don't want them to. It really has to be in a specific way of how they do it. Like if they're like, "Come for me, baby," I don't know. That like really doesn't do it for me.
Really?
But if they like tell me something like I want to feel you come or something like that, to where it still
or
leaves
like,
it
how
up
about
to.
come for daddy?
That one doesn't really do it for me. But like
No,
if
for
you
her.
too?
No, for me, yes. I was
I
gonna
was
say for
gonna say, I
her,
was
it
like, you're
probably
a sub.
doesn't. Yeah, no.
For
I was
me-
gonna say for Nikki, probably not.
Okay.
if there's
for me,
and
that's
maybe
like, whew.
maybe it's because I'm a switch. If I need to still
Yeah.
have some power left in my orgasms.
Oh, I see.
So I need them to be like, I want you to come for me, and then that will be like, whew, okay, let me show you that I'm about to.
or maybe like depends on the person.
It depends on the person too and the energy.
Yeah.
I
I
was
remember
gonna say-
because when it was like the best when Brian put your guys' butt plug in me. It was
Yeah.
before the live show, and then like he was like eating me out, doing all the things, penetrate, whatever, and then like, and he was like, all right, now like come for daddy, and I fucking came for daddy, bitch. I fucking came.
I love this.
Daddy
Sub
knows
meets sub
best.
over here.
Daddy
The
knows
sub
best.
eye contact. Like she gets me.
See the switch in me. I gotta have some power
Nah.
left in it.
Cody, oh man, I mean,
I thought I would be.
the
a
thought
switch,
of him
but
makes
I
me
guess I'm
come,
not.
but
I find myself being less and less submissive.
I see you being less and less.
Yeah, like
I like it's hard for me to like imagine you like submissive for some reason.
I used to be, or I thought I used to. I mean, I think I was a really good submissive to my dominance. But ever since I've gotten away from them, I have yet to find anyone that I really want to be submissive with. But also, I just find myself wanting to be more and more dominant with my partners.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I mean,
Yeah, it just depends on the person.
it depends on the energy.
And like
but
you're so fluid that I don't think that you could really just be boxed into like one thing.
no, absolutely. But it also really depends on like the other energy, because like I am someone that's like just very dominant in general. So like it has to be a like mega dom for me to like feel submissive to them.
For real. And I'm sorry if you guys hear any noise in the
I
background.
was wondering if it's gonna pick up those sirens or not, because sometimes, like for us, it doesn't.
So yeah, sometimes it doesn't
just
for like
depends.
me too. So we might be okay.
Yeah.
But
like
if it
it's gonna
doesn't, it gives character. Let's take a moment and just check our bank accounts real quick. For some of you, that's actually pretty scary to do. Like you're like, I don't even want to look at it. And I'm not judging. Like I honestly totally understand you, because I don't even want to check my bank account right now. Life is hard right now and bills are expensive, and you literally have to pay to even just to go outside. Like it's crazy. It's especially stressful when unexpected expenses come up. But with Dave, you can get your money sooner, so without worrying about how much money you have to get through the week. Dave is the banking app that can help you get up to $500 instantly with extra cash. With Dave, there's no interest, late fees, or credit checks. Download the Dave app from the App Store right now, or go to dave.com/brokegirl. That's dave.com/brokegirl. Sign up for Extra Cash account and get up to $500 instantly. For terms and conditions, go to dave.com/legal. Instant transfer fees apply. Banking services provided by Evolve Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
But I had a funny story, but it's totally unrelated to this. And actually,
But I want to hear a funny
Wait,
story.
what were we talking
It's
about?
about our cat. I don't know why.
Wait, tell me, I love a
thought-
cat story.
I thought about this earlier, and I was like, "Oh, I'll tell it on the pod." But it's so funny because lately, our one cat that is a Gemini. The rest of our cats are Pisces, but Tiesto is a Gemini, and he loves
Tiesto would be a Gemini.
right.
Right,
And
my little
he likes to go
Tiesto.
outside. Like, he's the only cat that likes to go outside
Yeah.
and explore. So every single time we open the door to let him out, we always tell him, Tiesto, come back in 30 minutes. So earlier we let him
Does he
out.
understand that?
I don't know, but earlier we let him out and we completely forgot that we had let him out. But like, I kid you not, like about 30-ish minutes later, Snow's barking at the door and we look and it's like, oh, Tiesto just came back.
Oh, that's so cute. You listened. He's a sub.
I think you should, communicate with your pets. Like, tell them, like, every single
They
time.
know.
They do know.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
think it helps, like, communicate with them. But, like, every time before we leave the house, we'll be like, okay, mommies are going to be back in, like, 2 hours. We'll see you
Yeah.
soon. Like, or if we're going for, like, if we have a long event, we'll be like, okay, mommies are going to be gone for a little bit longer. Just letting you know. Like, we love you. That way they, like, I don't know if they can understand us or not, but at least we're communicating to them and they know, like, we're going to be back.
Yeah,
We're
they
just
know
gonna
that
be
you're
gone for
talking
a
to him.
bit.
Because, like, even if I say, like, hi, June, she goes, meow. She responds.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh,
she,
black
like,
cats are
knows.
so chatty.
Yeah, like,
Moe
they,
talks to
like,
me.
know when you're, like, having a conversation with them. They're
Moe
like, oh, yeah.
chirps to us all the time. We talk back and forth.
And like
Yeah,
when
me and
we
Judy
go
like,
on
meow,
trips,
meow.
when we go on trips, we tell them we're like, hey, we're gonna be gone for a few days. We're gonna be back
Like,
on
do they ever
Sunday.
get mad? Because you guys go on trips a lot. Do they get mad?
No, I think they're pretty used to it
Used
by
to it
now.
by now.
Yeah.
We
Kinda.
do have sitters that like come and check on them and stuff. So like,
Well,
they're
I mean, the
not-
dogs go to.
And
If
we
we're gone
have-
for a long time, the
we
dogs
have
go
like
to their
our
sitters.
camera. We have the
I would love
automated
to babysit
feeder.
your
We
dog.
have a whole little
I
setup
love
for them.
dogs.
Yeah. Okay, but I do wanna answer some juicy questions.
Yeah, no, that's like.
Wait, I
have
wanted
a
to
lot-
talk a little bit about my.
Oh wait, yeah, you
fuck
didn't even
buddy.
finish. Yeah, you didn't finish your fuck
All right,
buddy
let's
situation.
talk.
Well, I was saying that right now, the two people that I'm sleeping with, which
Two.
the
Oh, wait.
girl,
Oh,
yeah, the girl that I'm seeing, and then him, they're both Virgos. So I'm like, is the universe trying to tell me I need a little bit more routine in my life?
Maybe.
Yes. Yes.
It's exactly
Thank
what
you,
it is.
Universe. I have been dying for this. Okay. So
Why?
I really think that Niki needs a more substantial daily routine because she never sets an alarm. She just wakes up willy-nilly whenever she decides she wants
Funemployed.
to. Yeah.
Thank
funemployed.
you. I'm sorry,
And
Kimi.
hold
you
on,
I don't have
I
an
am
alarm. I
not
just wake up
finished.
whenever.
And then just like the way we have to like conduct our day to day with our pets sometimes, it just can get really unorganized really fast. So I'm like trying to push for a routine.
well, to be self-employed, you do have to like create a routine. But like, she'll
And
figure
I'm
it
trying
out.
to, but at the same
So
time,
that's why she
I keep
charges
telling
for-
Cami, for the last 2 months, we've been traveling. So
That's
it's literally been like,
true.
get home, try to get situated, travel, get home,
Yeah, like,
try
how
to get
can you
situated,
make a routine
travel,
with
get
that?
home,
That makes
try to get
sense.
situated, travel. So it's like, I told you, Cami, like, be patient with me because for the love of God, the last 2 months, we've literally gone somewhere almost every single
You're
weekend.
yelling.
Okay, almost every single weekend. So then, of course, when we're back and trying to get back into a routine, like it's not going to be
hard.
that easy when we have like literally a trip coming up days later.
That's on Flamingo.
Flamingo LLC.
Flamingo LLC.
Look, all I'm saying is,
No, I get it. I just
No,
love
that makes
this.
sense.
Love this
look,
journey
trust
for
me,
you.
I want more of a routine, and I'm trying to establish that. I'm very excited that for the month of June, we really aren't going anywhere, which is exciting, and we don't really have a lot for July either. So I'm very thrilled to be staying home.
So is your next trip New York?
We're having an LA summer. No, we have 2 weddings to attend to before New York.
I have a wedding to attend to too.
We have one
yeah.
in Minnesota, and then we have one in Denver.
Colorado.
Okay.
So I'm going to get to see my Denver crush / best friend. And hopefully we're finally going to fuck.
Pete.
I love that.
I don't know if you're going to need to
Pete?
bleep that out, but
I met him on TikTok.
Really?
I
Wait, is
did.
it the guy with the no?
Huh?
the houses. Never mind.
Oh wait, so I didn't tell you about my fuck buddy.
Oh
okay,
yeah.
so he's a Virgo.
Wait, so you have your female partner and your male partner.
They're two Virgos. They are Virgos. And also my female partner and I are setting up a threesome with a fling of mine from like way back in the day. Like I fucked this guy 2 years ago. When is
that gonna happen? I've been
more.
waiting.
He's out of town right now in Canada. He's gonna be back in like a week. And let's just say that the three of us are very excited about this threesome. I'm really trying to manifest a throuple because like the two of us and him would be so hot.
Yeah.
So we'll see. But we have this group chat going and it's so fun because all we talk like her and I will like send random tit pics. He'll send a random dick pic. Like we'll all talk about like what we want to do to each other and it's so fun. So I'm very, very, very excited for that threesome. And I haven't had sex with this guy in a long time, and he used to be one of my favorite fuck buddies. And I was actually thinking about it the other day because that guy, we'll call him A. So
A, B.
Yeah, A and B. Okay, so A was a phenomenal fuck buddy because we really only texted when we were gonna have sex. Every once in a while, we would like converse outside of that, but like it wasn't really much. We had great sex. I felt very supported by him. He always complimented me, so I felt very like, like he appreciated me. I felt very appreciated by him. And eventually things kind of died down because he had to film in Canada for work for like 2 or 3 months straight. So he was gone for a really long time. And then when he came back, like we kind of tried to rekindle things, but it didn't really work. And then I started seeing, like, that's when I met Calvin and I met, who was it? There was someone else that I was like seeing at the time. So he flew off my radar and I was just kind of like, I left it alone. And, but A was a great fuck buddy. And I used to he used to ask me for videos of me having sex with other dudes.
Ooh.
That was like his favorite thing. He loved me sending videos of like me getting fucked by other dudes.
Yeah.
And I loved the support that he would always like talk about how great it looked, like, oh my God, your ass or like your tits or your pussy or whatever, or like, oh my God, like the way he stretches you out. Like I loved his commentary on these videos that I would send him. So he was just like an all around like phenomenal fuck buddy. And B kind of reminds me of him because like we only talk when we're gonna hook up. I see him at the gym and like we catch up and it's great. He's like very supportive, like when I tell him I'm like gonna go to a sex party or like whatever, and he just like every time I'm at the gym, like no makeup on, my hair's a mess, I'm like sweating, and he'll text me, he'll be like, you look so hot right now, and I'm like, ugh. So it's just like he's so sweet. He's younger. I think he's 26. No, 25. 25.
Good age to fuck.
Yeah.
I
And
like
so-
the young ones as long as they actually fucking try to schedule. Because I have this one little young one right now that won't.
No, and every single time I'm... Oh.
Oh my God, I can't do it every time you stop. It like gets me distracted. Never mind.
It's like coming, right?
Yeah, I know. I almost felt like it was a moan. It was like, and it stopped. Anyways, continue.
And he's like, every time I ask him, if he's not available, he'll let me, like, he'll be like, okay, Sunday doesn't work, but Tuesday does. And I'll be like, great, we'll do Tuesday. And
that's why I love
and
the
he's
Virgos.
always available. And every single time I reach out to him, he has a date where we can fuck. So, like, probably by now we fuck, like, once or twice a week. So, it's phenomenal. And I sent him a whole text the other day where I was like, thank you for being exactly what I needed now that I've broken up with all my partners because, like, the sex is bomb. Last night I went over there. I'm like, I'm tired. I just want to lay here and get fucked. He literally pounded into me for 2 hours straight, made me come twice. I was like, and I love
being a pillow princess sometimes.
Right?
And it's just like,
I didn't have to do anything.
yeah.
He really do be doing the most. But anyways, I'm very thankful for him. Very thankful for him. So, but anyways, yeah, A and I was thinking about that the other day. I'm like, A and B remind me of each other. And I really loved A and I really wanted more with him, but like it just never worked out. B, I don't know that I really want more with him, but I love where we're at. And like, I hope it
Does he know
stays.
that you're like non-monogamous?
Yeah,
and like all that stuff. So.
Yeah, and
we
A,
told
I
him to
knew
listen to the pod.
I knew when I was married. So
Okay.
yeah,
Nice.
but he was a lot of fun. But yeah, we'll see if my little throuple happens because I'd be stoked by
Well,
that.
fingers crossed. By the time this is out, we'll know. Hopefully.
When will this air?
I have no idea.
Okay, true.
Yeah.
Anyways.
It's always like one of those. It's like this could be like 2 months for now. But I think this might. Who knows? We'll see. We'll figure it out.
Okay.
Ooh, do you want me
But-
to show you a picture of B?
Yeah, can you show me a picture? Can you show me a picture of like all your partners? Because I feel like I just
you
create
seen-
a character in my head.
But you've seen Jonathan. He was at the
yes, I've seen
LA Live
Jonathan.
show.
I know Calvin,
Oh yeah, you met
Jordan.
You met Calvin.
I have the cutest
I don't
picture.
think I know the husband and the wife. I think maybe I briefly saw a picture from when you guys were at the rave. But I didn't get
Okay,
to
this is
see.
B.
Oh, he's cute.
Yeah.
Let me. Oh my god.
Look how adorable he is.
Oh my god, look at that smile.
I
This
know,
is
right?
me. This is me and Cody asleep with his wife taking a picture of
Oh my
us.
This is also B.
Oh, cute on the red carpet.
Yeah.
Aww.
I don't know what he. He's a personal trainer, but I don't know what else he does.
How cute is that?
I know.
I
And
love
this
that.
is A. Who's completely. It looks completely different than B.
So different, but he's cute.
He's,
Oh,
Is
look
he
at
an
this.
actor?
he is an actor.
Okay.
Look at
If
this
you-
picture.
That was
He-
definitely a headshot.
He was in 50 Shades of Grey.
Was he?
Yeah, he was.
Was he the main guy? Just kidding.
No,
No.
he was not.
Oh, he's hot.
Very hot.
Very
Where's
good
that
looking.
picture?
Both of them
I really
phenomenal penises.
Aw.
Or at least like my definition of phenomenal. To make that clarification.
Oh, here's us at EDC.
Oh yeah, I saw this picture. This is so cute. When I listened to your episodes, I heard the story. So cute. And
But I
also
think you can see that I have a much varied taste than Cami.
Okay,
And there's-
I still go for
I
different.
feel like they're similar, but you go for more like
I really like my beefy dudes.
yeah, you like go for really muscular. Like,
I do,
dudes, for
I do.
sure.
I don't care.
And then like Cami goes for like the normal versions of the like if they weren't muscular, they would probably Cami would probably like go for them.
see, I don't. I
But
like.
you, I don't know. I haven't seen.
I mean,
like,
when it
all of
comes
your-
to body type, there's just such a. I've learned that there's just such a different variety. Because, like, for example, like I used to be self-conscious about being with dudes that were like lanky or like skinny in the sense that like I would
Baby guy
feel
with
like.
the biggest dicks.
But
Skinny one's got the bigger dick.
yeah, I fucking love dating them. I don't care if they're like
It's always the
lanky.
lanky nerds that just
Yeah,
the
exactly.
horse cocks.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I'm
Horse cock.
here for it. But also just like I really stopped caring about whether they were taller than like, 6 foot and
I never
you know,
cared about
super
height or
yeah.
anything
But
like
Brian's
that.
pretty tall.
Yeah,
He just happened to be that way, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. He just happened. Like I never like all of my exes. You'll see the only thing they mostly have in common is that they're black, for the most part. But not even then. It's like I've dated like Filipinos, white one time, and like I feel like a mixture, mainly black, but they all look different.
B is actually
I-
the first black guy I've been with in a long
Oh,
time.
really?
And I've had boyfriends in the past that were like
Yeah.
mixed or whatever. And I mean, obviously, like, skin is just a color, so like it doesn't
Yeah.
matter. But like, I don't know. I also like I do notice that sometimes they have like different energies in a way. If that
Oh,
makes sense.
1000%.
Probably because of like the social conditioning. But anyways, I really love his energy. He's just very, I don't know.
yeah, I love. Yeah,
Yeah.
I just
I
maybe the one white guy I had just wasn't the right. He just really
the right white guy.
I
But, like,
typically
he-
date white dudes.
You what?
But I said I typically date white dudes, but I do like all skin types, like or
Yeah, I'm
skin
attracted to it
varieties.
all.
I'm attracted to a whole spectrum.
I'm attracted to the person usually, but I will.
Yeah.
I will say this: like you and I haven't dated a lot of Latinos, and we're Latinas.
Yeah,
Jonathan for me.
Oh, I forgot about Jonathan. Never mind. Okay,
One
I
of,
digress.
actually, yeah, one of my fuck buddies that we only did it for a few months.
Get yourself a Bad Bunny.
He was.
I would fuck.
What is he? He was Mexican.
I think he's Mexican. Yeah.
I can't remember, but that was like the one Latino guy that I've had like
really?
in a really long time.
I've had a few, and they weren't that great. Not because they were like Latinos; they were just bad people.
Oh.
I know. I was gonna say like I don't want to make it sound like like
They're
the.
not bad people.
Well, I
It's
mean, like,
just-
At the end of the day, for me, it doesn't. I don't
Doesn't
care
match.
about like height, skin color, whatever. It's just
it's
like
all
what's
about
your
the person.
exactly. It's
Yeah.
about the person.
Yeah.
What energy are you giving me, and are you are we both trying in this thing?
1000%.
So-
yeah,
Because like, and that's what I've learned more and more. It's just like as I've gotten, I don't know.
yeah. Brian was always like, he was like shocked that I was like interested in him because he's like, I thought you'd just be into like pretty black boys, like the pretty boys that are that are black, and I was just like,
Brian's pretty. What's he talking
I
about?
know, but like, there's a sense of like, there's. I know
He's
what
got
he
a really
means.
cute face.
Yeah, like there's like the LA like fuckboy guys.
Oh no.
And like, and I've dated those too, and I have no discrimination. Just as long as it's like, again, the vibes are right. Like, it's all about the person, and like that's what gets me turned on. I think the most. It's just like who they are versus how they look.
Yeah.
Like, I never really like, honestly, like I never really like would get turned on if I see a guy shirtless with like an 8-pack or 6-pack or anything, like who like are super fit. Like ever since I was younger, like that never really like did anything for me. But if I like knew that the person was like great or funny or whatever, then that would turn me on like more than anything.
I definitely agree that like as much as I love my little muscular dudes, like,
Yeah.
and actually I should say my big muscular dudes. 'Cause I like tall, very muscular guys.
Yeah, and it's okay.
And which is totally fine. However,
Yeah.
I will say this, like, yeah, the person that they are and like who they are as an individual and like their personality, their character, their values, like those things are like way bigger turn ons than their
Yeah.
bodies.
Do you
I think
ever
the bodies
find
are
that,
usually
like
like
the hotter ones are the ones that are not as great as personalities, and the ones that are not as cute.
yes.
My theory on magazine pretty
1000%.
people.
Yeah. Like I've fucked really hot guys that were like, again, buff, whatever, and like just because I was drunk, I wasn't even but like their personalities were just so like boring. Like it just did nothing for me. But I was
know.
just like, okay, you're flirting with me.
The
I'm
last
horny.
Tall
Let's-
buff guy that I fucked, like the sex was okay at best.
who?
I'm not gonna say it.
Who? Oh! Oh, I forgot that you fucked him.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
Sorry, hold
I know
on.
Brian also kind of says his personality. He's like something about him. I just don't. I was like, he did nothing to you. He's like, I just get a vibe.
Yeah.
But
Okay. All right. But yeah,
anyways,
listener
Golden
question. I want to
retriever
read it.
energy. Yeah, okay,
let's
let's
read
do
the
it.
story. Okay, we have a lot, and I'm sorry that if you feel like it takes forever, you guys, that I respond to these emails, but I'm really trying my best to respond to all of them. So let's try to see how much.
I was
we can
wondering
do
why you had
today.
the iPad. I'm like, what's that for?
Yeah,
No,
because I can't reach my thing. Hold on.
I'm
Okay, we wants to
excited.
read. This is a lengthy one, but I like.
I want
details.
long and juicy.
I like long and juicy.
All right. Oh fuck. A whole book. This is from. Oh shit, girl! It's a whole story. Okay, this is a Leo from Portland. Let's get into it. So, subject: NYBF and I had our first couple swap. Girl, yes. Way to go, Leo from Portland. Okay, hi, Steph. Yes, you read the title correctly. My BF and I experienced our first couple swap. MFMF, exclamation point. I first will explain how everything went down, and then hopefully I could get a little advice from you, bonus if it's with the twins, on a few things
perfect.
from the experience. Now,
Didn't even
let's get
plan
on to the
that.
fun stuff. What?
I didn't even plan that. I just picked it.
I know, but she talks about us in here because I see twins a few times. Okay, my boyfriend and I are both 26-year-old Leos, born just one day apart. Ooh, love that.
Two Leos together. That's
Yeah.
That's spicy.
That's hot.
Well, it's
but
hot,
also
but it's also
chaotic.
like chaotic because it's like who's the star of the show?
Yeah.
Right.
Who's
no,
the star?
1000%. I can't
So-
stand Leos right now.
She
I
goes
love
on to
Leos.
say, which
I
is
used
funny
to.
because we were just talking about this. He's a black, 5'8", muscular, and outgoing salesman, and
Aw,
I'm a fashionable.
outgoing salesman.
I know, and I'm a fashionable 5'4", curvy BBW Native American. Ooh, girl, love this already.
Wait, what's
Aw,
BBW?
That's a hot comp, like big booty women.
Yeah.
She's thick, curvy.
Thick,
Ah,
curvy.
ooh,
We
she got
think
an
the
ass.
same, talk the same, and match each other's
Like
energy
Drake
to
was like,
the
I like
max.
my girls BBW.
Yeah, our sex is hot. Been
I was
hot
gonna
from
say
the
I'm like
beginning.
turned on just with that combo.
Right?
This makes me want to have sex with B. Hold on.
Our sex is hot, been hot from the beginning, seeming as we started as a first date hookup, LMAO. Entering the relationship, we both were very honest about our past relationships and experiences. We both have had threesomes with couples. And Nicole, move your foot.
Why?
I don't know. It's just bothering me. We both have had
Her
threesomes
foot
with couples.
is doing nothing to
My foot's just
I dated
chilling.
couples, and we've experienced both men and women. Ooh, both of them? This is a hot couple. With all that,
this is exciting.
with
This
all
is
that
very
being
exciting.
said, of course, naturally, a year into our committed relationship, we felt ready to spice things up. Ooh, girl.
I'm like,
Okay.
can I have sex with you guys?
right?
Thanks. Me first, dibs. Okay.
Respectfully.
Thanks to the twins pod, we both felt safe and secure entering this new lifestyle together. Oh, thank you. We both got on Tinder and Field and got to swiping. Immediately, we got matches. The feeling we both had was excitement as we laid in bed swiping. Like, so
It's
thrilling.
fun swiping with your partner.
It is,
And
yeah.
and crafting them and just looking and like
One of
I
my
think
favorite
it's
things with
so much fun.
Yeah, one of my favorite things with my ex-husband would be to like see who he matched with and like kind of like go through all their like profiles and like learn about them. And
Right,
like, I
yeah.
have no idea who they are, but
right.
it was
I'd be
just
like, who would be good for my husband?
yeah, but it's like I like her, not sure how I like her, you know. So it's like it's exciting.
yeah.
I love that.
It's fun.
So thrilling. LOL. As the next 2 weeks pass, we meet this couple that we're both interested in. They're M31 and F29. She is a slim thick Latina, and he is a 6 foot tall
Dude,
black
just
American.
my type.
Yeah.
A BBW Latina.
Yeah, Latina, and then he is a 6 foot tall black American. She has long, beautiful
Just my
hair,
type too.
nice teeth, hot MILF body, and he's an ex-military body with a sense of style, braids, and tattoos. Ooh. Okay, so this foursome was hot.
Yeah.
Literally all my boyfriends and I's types. We all messaged, planned a date near the big city, rented hotel rooms, and met up.
Which big city?
I don't know.
I think
but
she
they're
said
from
New York.
Portland.
New York, yeah. Come to the New York show.
Yeah, come to the
August
New York show,
26th.
guys. Okay, we all planned. Wait, where was I? Oh, we met in the hotel lobby and we hit it off immediately. Greeted each other with hugs and walked to a nearby bar. She was so shy at first, but it was so cute to me. She's a Libra and he's a Sag. Ooh,
Wow.
that's a great combo for Leos. As you can imagine, the guys got along so well, and so did us girls. I could talk more about the date, but let's just skip to the sex. Great date, fun time, blah blah blah. My man and I invite them back to our room for drinks. We had tequila, whiskey, and mixers. We got back to the room and all got comfortable
exciting.
and roll sex dice over the drinks. My boyfriend rolled
sex
first.
dice?
Yeah, it's
it'll
like,
say like lick me.
or like lick foot, you know,
Lick-
something like
I
that.
need that.
Like the one
I
will
have a
one will
pair.
have an
It's
action.
a good like initiation to like break the ice.
yeah, one will have an action and then the other one has like a body part.
Yeah,
those
so
are
like-
the kind I've seen at least.
Yeah.
I have a pair of those actually.
Wait, you do?
Actually, yeah, I do, and I need to use them. Okay,
Yeah.
so anyways,
I want to get some of
we
that.
got where was it? Okay, we got back to the room and got all comfortable and rolled sex dice over the drinks. My boyfriend rolled first and he had to lick her titties. And then she rolled and she had to lick mine.
Ah!
Then her
I love
hubby
titty licking.
then, no, you're fine.
Oh.
Then her hubby rolls and he had to lick my thighs for 2 minutes. My boyfriend hands me my fave lingerie, Fenty by Savage or Savage by Fenty. I just reached out to them about a potential partnership for the podcast, or for the live show. So manifesting.
Riri.
Shout out to Riri, yes, girl. That he secretly brought and told me to put it on in the bathroom. My man had set my black silk robe in there too. I changed and come back out there and the other man gets instantly rock hard. He throws me on the bed and starts going to town. Licking girl, she's really going on. Oh damn. Okay. Licking, caressing, and biting my thighs. It made me so wet. I look over and my man has her sitting in his lap in the chair. They're making out and her ass was out. I was so turned on, all caps. Then, as things go, we all just start having sex. It went from wanting to maybe go down to a full on couple swap. Okay, so they went from maybe to full swap. I was the first woman she had been with, and they hadn't never really done before more than just foreplay with
guys
other
hooked up?
couples. So the
Full
other
swap?
couple had only done foreplay with other couples, never full on swap. It was all so hot until it
Means they both
wasn't.
swap.
Okay.
I quickly found out that her hubby was what I call a snooze fest when it came to penetration. His size, amazing. His strokes, questionable. And this is why size does not matter, guys, because he could be fucking packing and then homie doesn't know what to do with it, and then he fucks like that fucking Trump humper that
Not the Trump humper.
the guy that I was talking about in that one episode. Anyways, so
But also leads back to like when they know they're hot, like he knows his dick is hard, that he doesn't have to like think about it. He
and
thinks
that's what
he
I'm
has nothing to do
saying.
with it.
Oh my god,
But
really?
no.
This is a perfect story. How did we pick this? We literally touched on
honestly,
all the
this
subjects.
happens all the time.
I know. This is
like
just,
it's weird how it does. Like
this is great, and
yeah.
there's still so much to go, guys. Okay, so anyways, so his strokes questionable. I kind of became less turned on, and he apologized since he wasn't hard. So instead, he started to eat me out. 100 emoji. Okay. As he's
at least he
eating
knows
me
how to
out,
eat pussy. Yeah.
Right.
as he's eating me out, I turned to watch my man. He was fucking her, and they were locked in. I thought it was so hot and closed my eyes to just enjoy the moment for a second.
Horny.
I
Right.
just texted B because I'm horny.
Sorry,
This is why I need a local fuck buddy. Okay, so anyways, I thought it was so hot and closed my eyes to just enjoy the moment for a second until she started calling him babe and baby, etc.
Oh no.
There was a rule my boyfriend and I made with each other. We won't call the other person endearing pet names. We both just found it a little too personal for our first swap. I didn't even think about the other person doing it though. Okay, I have some thoughts on this, babe.
Yeah.
My man ended up calling her baby back once, and the whole time they were locked in with eye contact. It seemed so intimate to me, and I hated it. I decided to politely excuse myself to the restroom. I had just squirted, so it was perfect timing. Okay. And just went in. Literally looked at myself in the mirror and reminded myself that I agreed to play and that he was still respectful to the rest of my boundaries. I didn't want to let that end the night because I was so horny. LMAO. I came back. She literally said LMAO. Okay, sorry. I came back and both the guy and I decided we just wanted to watch now. We both had came and I was just trying to be discreetly over it. But of course, my partner knew something was off. He was fucking her doggy while her partner made out with her. I watched and my man could only focus on me because he knew I was done. He mouthed to me, "Do you want me to stop?" But I said no. I honestly didn't mind watching it, and it was so hot watching him fuck her. My man was literally making her scream, and she squirted for the first time. Everybody be squirting here. Okay.
Right.
After she finished the last time, we all got dressed.
My boyfriend's
Me too.
Energy was
there.
off because he knew mine was, and we awkwardly said goodbye to them. My boyfriend immediately asked me what was wrong. I told him that I felt uncomfortable about how intimate their sex was and that he broke our rule, which he said he had to try to make it more intimate because he was having a hard time staying hard and that her genuinely didn't mean to call her and that he didn't genuinely mean to call her baby. I chose to believe him in that moment because you're picking your toe.
Yeah.
I chose to believe him in that moment because I didn't want to ruin our first fun or ruin the fun that we had. So I let it go. And then he also shared that he did feel like she was enjoying him a little too much. He claims that she may be a problem because he knows when he digmatizes a woman. Okay, Leo.
Okay,
And
that's
boy,
such
Leo
a Leo
thing.
to say.
Hold on. And boy, was he right. As soon as they get back to their room, she started texting him, "I'm still horny. I want you. I need you inside me again. Can we do it again before checkout?" At this point,
because her man does not know how to
I know.
stroke away. Oh.
And then at this point, my man and I are laying there reading these and aren't really sure what to do. Before hooking up, all four of us agreed we had no feelings involved and that we wanted to all just be friends with benefits and occasionally go on dates. But now, the way she's texting him, we aren't really sure where she's at. She told him she's been craving intimacy and after she said that my man stopped replying to her. The husband, and I have all kept in contact, separate messages, and it's only been a few days. She's only told me things about how much she's enjoyed all of us please her. She's enjoyed all of us please her, but mainly goes into explicits when talking about how she enjoyed my man. My man has decided to not message her and is allowing me to decide what to do next. I guess where I need your help is with the following. 1. How do you all feel about my man breaking our rule? He swears he didn't mean to do it. He's apologized and has respectfully stopped replying to her. He says that he is open to still dating them if I want, and we can always just keep dating new people. 2. Should we talk about about this issue, because personally we have had a lot of fun on their dates. The vibes are good, the sex was fun, and we feel that with redefined boundaries it could work. 3, should I use my safe word in an instance, or in that instance, instead of using the restroom? 4, any other commentary would be fun too. If you're still reading, yes, I am, girl.
We're tuned
The
in.
hand be hurting holding this iPad. Hopefully I added enough punctuation. Yes, you did. And you're amazing. I loved a pod and have loved it since the beginning of 2020. Thank you for taking your time to read all of this. I'm native and like to believe I'm a storyteller by nature. Yes, you are. Love you all and can't wait for your advice. Keep it real and hope to meet you guys one day. I think we get along so well. XOXO, the Leo from Portland. Okay, can I add in my commentary? Okay,
There's a lot to unpack here.
There is a lot to unpack here. And especially when it comes to the breaking the rules of babe and baby, if the other couple didn't know about this boundary for them, then it's kind of null and void in this situation, in the sense of like it wasn't discussed with them. So I'm not saying you can't get mad because your feelings are valid, but you should have communicated to them at the beginning, like, hey, I'm sorry, but one rule that we have is that we can't use pet names with other people. So I understand the boyfriend kind of being in a sticky situation in the moment, having to use it once. Like, I'm not saying it's like totally excusable. I'm glad that they talked about it, but in the future, I feel like that is a rule that they should tell other people if they're about to engage and play like that.
1000%.
Because like for example, I use babe and baby all the time.
With anyone I'm fucking. Yeah.
Mostly with my partners. And
me and Brian had the rule to not use that with anyone else.
Yeah, but even every now and then, like all accident, honey or babe or hun will come out in some form way with anyone, you know? So like it just.
But I don't think I would get. I think that like, especially saying that like, one, we didn't discuss it with the couple, but 2, if I was in her situation, like, I don't think I'd be as mad knowing that, we didn't talk to them. And plus, like, you see that they're really in the moment, that I'm like, okay, they're just in the moment. But then also, like, your feelings are valid and still say something, but, like, not get mad and hold that against them. And it's good that he, like, apologized and then was like trying to like make it right by like, okay, you decide what we should do moving forward.
I mean, one thing I will say,
forgivable.
And kudos to them, I do feel like they're really good at least like reading each other's energy and communicating about it.
Yeah.
Well, I was going to say what I thought. I'm not saying that, you should excuse his behaviors. However, like the way that he reacted shows me that he was well aware and like wanted to either fix it or make amends, because he asked her if she wanted to stop. He apologized. He explained the situation. And then like he was more cognizant of like her feelings and her, like as soon as he noticed something was off, he was more cognizant of her feelings and like her needs rather than like continuing to go. So I thought he handled it very well.
Yeah.
And I mean, it happens. Like, sometimes we do, cross boundaries, or like in like no one's ever going to be perfect in non-monogamy or in group sex situations and any of that. It's like how you treat, your mistakes and how you react to your mistakes is like what's really going to show, you as a person and your character and whatnot.
Exactly.
Because like he said, maybe he just wanted to, they were in the moment and he wanted to kind of like maybe reciprocate it so it wasn't weird, or kind of like have a little bit more connection so that, if that's what he needed to stay hard. Like, I'm not saying I excuse his behaviors. I'm just saying like if the way that he kind of reacted afterwards and being cognizant of everything, it would have eased my concerns at least a little bit more.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I agree they should have communicated that to the couples so they could know. What was the second question?
The second question was talking to the girl about the issue of her texting him. Abso-fucking-lutely.
Yes. You have to create boundaries. Just as much as you have to create boundaries with your man, create boundaries with them.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But I also think that the other girls just, I mean, and you can kind of tell when a couple is, I don't want to say
toxic
like
or unhappy, disoriented,
rocky.
Still got some things that need to work out.
And that's what I'm saying. It's like, I don't, sometimes, and, unfortunately this does happen, but sometimes couples do explore non-monogamy in an attempt to fix something. And that can lead to a lot of toxic situations if they're not having the right conversations. So her reaching out separately.
What?
I'm just adjusting. Continue.
No, you're good.
Oh, you're fine. her reaching out separately to the guy, saying she's craving intimacy, she wants him inside him or inside her,
That's
like
not his
she,
job.
yeah, like that just goes to show me that her and her dude, there's clearly something that's lacking or that they need to talk about, and B, like maybe she's just kind of flailing in the situation in a sense, like but that's just another thing that you need to talk about. Like, and I think it's very important as a couple to decide, okay, whenever we talk to other couples or, unicorns or bulls, are we talking to them together? Can we talk to them separately? And then
That's what I was going to say is like,
and you communicate that very early, like right at the beginning.
Well, no, every couple, I've been with a lot of couples, and a lot of them will tell me right away, we only text together in group chats, or they'll let me know, like, hey, it's okay if we text separately. But even if I am texting, like, them separately, especially with the man, I'll usually be a lot more careful than I am with, like, the girl, or, like, I'll be a lot more reserved talking to the guy than I am with the girl. I prefer texting couples together so that everyone's in the know, and I prefer to, like, err on the caution of like being more reserved rather than forward, just because like I never want to step in the way of someone's relationship. So her texting the guy,
that's disrespectful.
Her texting the girl's boyfriend separately and being so forward about like more sex, especially when it's just like, oh, I want the four of us to get together, like, no, I want you inside me. I would definitely not be okay with that.
No.
Yeah.
And I would take that as like, okay, she's trying, I'm not saying she's trying to steal your man, but like she's clearly wanting him, to herself.
Getting a little too comfortable with him.
a little too attached. So it's like something that you need to address.
Well, and that's the thing. Like, for example, yesterday I was at a friend's Memorial Day party, and it was a bunch of lifestyle people, and I met this couple who recently started exploring non-monogamy. And I remember before I left, I was like, hey, can I get y'all's numbers? So maybe we can hang out. And the guy was like, yeah, sure, take mine. And then I texted him today and I was like, hey, it was great meeting y'all. Let me know if y'all would want to hang out. So as Niki said, like, if you're a person texting a couple and you know that this couple is maybe like, I don't know whether it is their first time, whether they've been doing it for a while, either way, you need to be respectful of everyone involved in the situation. Like, realize how the words that you're using and how you're coming off, because
I would definitely say I've noticed in a lot of situations with the couples, the guy's always more communicative than the girl in the couple, and so like I am used to talking to the guys more, or at least they'll be the ones that are like initiating more. However, like I said, I still always err on the side of caution and still like remain like reserved. Like I'll only only if they initiate something spicy will I say something spicy in return, just because like I don't want to like get in the way or step on anyone's toes. So it's always good to err on the side of caution. So I would talk to her about that. And I mean,
honestly, I would have also said something to what? When was it? Where was it?
The husband not be able to penetrate.
No, I wouldn't call him out on that. Sometimes guys in group situations, it's a little overwhelming, you know? And so it's harder for them to stay focused, and it's harder for them to stay hard.
Well, it's not even that. I guess it's the way that he and her were fucking.
Yeah, but he went down on her whenever he's like, hey, I can't get hard. And then he went down on her and made her squirt. So like,
oh no, that's true. I think I was remembering that wrong. No, you're right. I mean, I think
it seemed like he was at least respectful.
Did handle that correctly. Yeah.
Like I said, sometimes group situations are a little tough for guys,
And then, should I have used my safe word in that instance instead of using the restroom? Does everyone involved know your safe word? If no, then no.
I was going to say, I thought she handled it right by going to the bathroom, and like great timing that she just, squirted. And so maybe it's like a time to clean up. That way she could regroup with herself and be like, okay, how am I feeling about this? Let me check in with myself. Sometimes I think it's important to check in with yourself before you start throwing out like stop or safe word or whatever. You have a good point.
Just so you don't ruin the vibe.
Exactly.
Like, just
Well,
get
not only
yourself-
that, but it's like, so then you don't act rationally
Right,
or
impulsively.
I mean, if she
Impulsively,
just like
thank
all
you.
of a sudden is sitting
Yeah.
there and then all of a sudden screams out
flamingo.
Yeah,
or
exactly.
blueberry, and
And then everyone's like, what
they
the
don't
fuck?
fucking know what that means.
Right.
Yeah, if you have a safe word, you should definitely communicate it to a couple, you know, especially in a group situation. But also, I
That's
think she
not
did it
weird.
right by like checking in with herself a little bit and then going back in and being like, okay, how am I actually feeling about this? And then that way, when her boyfriend asked, like, okay, when he mouthed to her, like, should we stop? Then she was like, no, I think I'm okay now. I can keep watching. It's hot, like, whatever.
Okay,
I thought
so
she handled that right.
What tips and
Yeah.
tricks do we have for any couples that are about to maybe do a couple swap or group play, or maybe they just, you know, found themselves a little unicorn or a bull? One of my anything that some of the things that I would suggest: sit down and have a conversation with everybody and be like, hey, you know, this is my safe word for when I'm not feeling good about a situation.
These are my boundaries.
These are my personal boundaries. And then lastly, be like, these are the agreements that we have as a couple. So like, for example, telling them that they don't use pet names with other people.
Yeah.
Anything like that. What else?
Yeah, because I mean, for
Just
me, like,
everything. I think just communicate everything off. Put everything on the table.
Yeah,
before
put it
doing
right at the
anything.
beginning, just like
You're
lay it all
when was
out.
the last time y'all got checked? Like
Yeah,
it should
exactly.
just be like a full open discussion about everything.
every time before I've, you know, had sex with a couple, I will ask them what their boundaries are, you know, how they feel about condoms, testing, etc., or like what their practices are, and then like what rules they have in place that I should be aware of. Like that has always been my practice, because I don't want to find out in the middle of sex, like, oh, he can't, you know, penetrate you while I'm kissing him, you know, like something stupid like that.
Right.
But people
He can
have
only make eye contact with
with me. Exactly. Like people have like a shit ton of rules, and sometimes like I want to know those rules ahead of time so I can be like, you know what, not my cup of tea.
Right.
One thing that I really love about my boyfriend and his wife is they've kind of reframed the rules to be more of like, what agreements do they have with each other? So instead of like they don't want the rules to be like as it applies to other people, but just as it applies to them. So then it kind of, you know,
I mean, it still technically applies to other people, but I know what you're saying.
Right.
I know what you're talking about reframing it. Yeah,
yes. And but then it kind of like is so it
Like give an example.
to lessen the limits,
Yeah,
basically.
yeah.
To
Give an
lessen
example of what, like.
what are their agreements? Well, I mean, this is an obvious one. But well, and I guess it does kind of like apply to other people. So this is not maybe the best example. But one of their agreements is that he won't come in other women who aren't on birth control.
Okay.
That's a fair one.
That's a fair one,
Yeah.
yeah, because obviously,
We
you know,
don't
they
want-
already have kids.
Right.
We don't need any unwanted pregnancies.
Oh, they have kids?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I don't know.
Even if the woman's pro-abortion. Yeah, even then.
Yeah, I mean,
You got
would
girls that are gonna be like,
we
"No,
yeah,
I
you
wanna
never
keep
know.
it."
It's just,
yeah,
you
you
don't
never
wanna
know
complicate
exactly. Like, oh,
things.
that just
Yeah.
no.
Just don't want to.
No.
I like know somebody that like, I won't say who it is, but they had a boyfriend, and then they had a threesome with her stepsister, and then her boyfriend and her stepsister like ended up like hooking up on their own, and he like got the stepsister pregnant. So then she and her boyfriend broke up, and he had to go be with the stepsister who got like kept the baby. Ain't that crazy?
The fuck?
Yeah, so
Oh, shit.
that's like obviously stuff like
Hell
that could
no.
fucking happen. So we need to have rules in place and boundaries.
But
and
I
it's
mean,
not a free for all.
overall,
yeah.
Leo from
common all, whatever.
Portland, I think it sounds like you and your boyfriend are doing a phenomenal job of communicating with each other. Just keep doing that, and then increase your communication with any other couples that you come across.
Also, I wanted to say, what did they? She said both of them were 26, right?
Yeah.
Hold on. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah. And yeah, both 26-year-olds. And I know the couple was 29 and 31. I thought they had more maturity than the
older couple.
I was very impressed by, and
Yeah,
granted,
the
I
older
mean,
couple seems like they got a lot of shit to fucking work
And
on.
they're not old by any means.
Yeah, no, they're
like,
older. No,
I said older.
Yeah,
They're our
tw-
age.
yeah,
They're
we're
our
29.
age.
Yeah, we're
our age,
29. Yeah. No. But I was gonna say the at least from the way that she framed everything and the way that she presented it, I really thought.
1,000%.
And I was very impressed with their maturity.
That couple seems a little
and the way
messy.
the way that they've handled everything. Well, okay.
And another rule for me and Brian too is like as soon as like it shows a little messiness, like someone is like, you know, again getting attached or like causing unnecessary drama, that's when we like for instance, like there was a girl that was a potential, and it was someone that he like knew, and so she like reached out to him. And if you guys listen to the episode with Brian, we kind of talked about it, but she reached out to him. She's like, sheesh, like I know you got a girl, but like you're looking good, whatever. And
this is someone he knows.
Yeah, and I was like, someone he like used to work with a while ago, like
Okay.
like probably like 10 years ago. So it's like they just kept in touch, whatever. And then like she was also in another relationship, so then she just newly got single, drunkenly DM'd my boyfriend saying that he looked good. And then, and, you know, of course, like as soon as he opened it, he like read it to me because that's just how we are. And so I was like, oh my God, yes, like I want you to fuck her, you know? And so and you know, I was like, yeah, just let her know like it's not an issue to like, you know, it's not like, because she was also saying like, oh, delete my message, whatever. And he was like,
Okay,
oh,
that's
no.
problematic.
Yeah. And she was like, oh, no, like, it's not like that. We're actually in an open relationship. So you're actually not crossing any, like, unnecessary, you know, boundaries, whatever. Like, it's, you know, if you want to, like, hang out, whatever. So he was kind of, like, letting her know that he was, like, interested to, like, you know, hang out, whatever.
What was her response?
Yeah. And so she was like, oh, what if we get caught? And he was like, no, like, you won't. Like, she's literally, like, right next to me right now. Like, she knows. And she was just like, oh, she kind of judged us.
Okay, I was gonna say this is no. Every
Yeah,
single
and
thing
she
she's
was like-
saying,
she
I'm
was
like,
like,
oh, what
well,
if we
I
get caught?
hope-
No, she's just doing this for the thrill.
Exactly.
And the
so
validation of winning someone's man. Yeah,
exactly.
No, yeah,
That's
no.
why I was like, as soon as she knew that I knew, she was just like, well, I hope you're truly happy, like telling him that. I was just like, oh, we are. Like, we're not doing this at, you know, as other, some maybe.
Bitch, what the
We're not
fuck?
doing this to like, you know, salvage our relationship. We're doing this because like we're great in our relationship and we want to like, you know, explore
fun,
and
yeah.
have fun.
And that's what I'm saying. I hate that.
And it's like, what, you wanted my man when you thought he was going behind my back, but as soon as like there's open communication, like
That's a
you don't
problem?
want my man. So
and she's judging you,
And then you're
okay, but we
right,
can
but
judge
it's
you
like-
for being a fucking shady bitch.
you were about to fuck my man behind my back and try to be all secretive about it.
Yeah.
But when I'm like, oh yeah, go ahead, fuck my man.
then
she's
she just
like,
wants validation.
I hope
she just
you're
wants
truly
validation.
happy.
And
It's
this
like
is-
so weird.
And this is what I'm saying. For the people who genuinely explore, and I was telling the couple this yesterday, if you take your time and actually like, you know, getting to know yourself, your partner, however you're going to explore this space, taking your time with it and being really intentional, like you're only going to have good experiences.
Yeah.
There are those bad apples in the, you know, in the tree who, you know, maybe they're doing it for all the wrong reasons or whatever, or you have like that situation where it's like, you know, obviously the person is trying to get something out of it that doesn't really have anything to do with like good intentions, and it's just like, what the fuck?
Like you're like down to like flirt and be all like wanting to fuck him when it was like wrong. But when it was like ethical non-monogamy, you're like, whoa.
I definitely had dudes that were less interested as soon as they realized my husband or my ex-husband, or at the time he was my husband, when they figured out that he was like cool with it, they were like way less interested, and I was just like,
Yeah,
okay.
people have this like Madonna whore complex where they don't really.
Well, I think it's just
like-
they want validation of like, oh, this person chose me over their partner
You know what? That's called a
Pick
pick
me.
bitch.
to pick me. Don't
Look,
pick
we've
me.
all been there. I was that way in college. Okay, you got to heal from
but
that
she's a
shit.
grown woman.
Move on.
What I was gonna say
We're
was
fucking adults.
the part where the part where she said, wait, where was it? Shit. She told her man that she's been craving intimacy, and then he stopped replying to her. Yeah, like Cami was saying, sorry to like switch gears, but like when she was saying final advice, it sounds to me like maybe they're struggling with like intimacy issues, and
Clearly, he ain't penetrating good enough.
yeah, and then maybe like you know, as soon as someone else was giving her exactly what she wanted, she just latched onto that. And so like definitely be aware. And like I always say, people will tell you exactly, you know, who they are and exactly like what they're going through if you just listen. So in this situation, listen.
Pay attention.
Yeah, pay attention. Like she's telling you like you know, her boyfriend was satisfying a need that girl's dude wasn't or whatever. So it's like maybe that should be a discussion.
That's another thing. Start telling people what your attachment style is. It's important.
Oh yeah, that too. That's a good one.
That shit's important.
I am avoidant.
I'm more. I think I used to be more anxious. I feel like I'm more now like a healthy attachment style.
Secure.
Like that.
That's
So,
really
yeah,
nice.
I think I'm more secure now. But I mean, I think for like up until like a few years ago, I was anxious attachment.
See, I'm really working towards secure. I feel like I'm finally getting there because like I am typically anxious. My two partners right now are both very secure. Well, Jonathan's a little more avoidant, but
see, I'm sad because I was anxious and then I was secure and now I'm avoidant.
Are you avoidant? Really? How do you go from like anxious, secure, avoidant?
So I was anxious before my ex-husband, and then I was secure with when we were married, and then after our marriage, I became more avoidant. And I think that's just because now but I'm working through it. I'm healing from it, and I think I'm getting better and getting to a place where I can be a little bit more secure, but at the same time, you know, I was with someone for 10 years that I thought I was going to be with forever, and then, you know, I just dated a bunch of men that, like, none of them ever really, like, showed me security, and I just, like, I've gotten to a place where I'm not saying I'm like bitter, but it's like I have a hard time believing anyone is actually going to stick around because like, you know, the person that I thought was going to stick around the most.
You just gone through a divorce.
Exactly.
Like,
so it's like,
ago.
so I think that's why I went from like secure to avoidant, but you know, I'm on the road back to secure, fingers crossed.
Yeah.
But yeah, so all in all for, Leo from Portland, you know, first of all, it sounds like it was really hot.
I was
and
gonna say that turned me on.
I'm doing just fine.
okay. Sorry.
Yeah, don't worry.
That's how it feels.
Okay, well, I at least know to talk in front of the mic. Well, you know, I was having a great time, and you know, see how it like doesn't pick up anything when yeah.
I got it.
Thank you. Anyways,
Flamingo.
Flamingo LLC.
Flamingo LLC. Anyways, I
That's
thought
a
y'all
new thing
handled
for-
it great. It sounds like y'all have a really solid foundation, and I'm very excited to see where y'all's non-monogamy
And if y'all live in
journey
New York,
goes.
please come to the New York live show.
Yeah.
August 26th.
Okay, no, I think they are from Portland. I think the subject was supposed to say my BF and I, not NY
not
BF
New York
and I.
boyfriend and I.
Sadly, yeah.
Oh, then what
okay.
does she mean in the city? Maybe they live in the suburbs.
But they sound hot.
They
Like,
sound fire.
I know,
and I would have sex with you guys.
Exactly. I'm reading the description and I'm like, it's
I'm a thick Latina.
and I love Leos. I love Leos.
Right.
And she said 5'8" muscular black guy, and I'm like, sign me up.
It's so funny and so on brand. Okay, the next
love
one
this.
I could really tell is probably going to be juicy. It's called...
Wait, how long has this one been
Oh, yeah,
going?
yeah. Can you see what time it says in the corner right there?
Where?
To the left.
Oh, we're at an hour and 9 minutes.
Okay,
Oh,
so
so we're
let's
done.
save
So we're done.
this one for the second one.
Yeah, yeah. Okay.
Are we doing a second recording?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
You have time?
We're going to have to shorten it
Okay.
a little bit.
How much?
Could we do like a little 30,
What time
40
you have-
minute?
I don't like doing 30 minutes. Maybe an hour.
Well, here, let's end this one real quick
Okay.
and then we'll discuss. Okay.
Well, tell yourselves.
You can find us at Double Team Podcast on IG and TikTok, and at Cami and Niki on IG. Of course, doubleteampodcast.com. All the relevant links are there. If you want to buy my thirst traps, go to Sunroom. And
my
if
thirst traps
you-
are also on Sunroom.
yeah, and if you want to support us and the pod even further, go to Patreon.
Yes. And then follow me, Stefanie Maegan. I don't have any thirst traps, but you got find everything else on brocotherapy.com. And if you want to support BGT, because I'm trying to get a studio and not record out of Rose's garage, please sign up for Patreon and you will get bonus episodes. So yeah. Love you guys.
And come to our New York live show August 26th.
be there.
Yes,
Or be
links
square.
for tickets I'm sure will be out by the time
Yeah.
this
Yeah.
comes out.
Links down below.
Woo,
Peace
wear
out.
condoms.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Growth therapy.